I'm here with Andy Crestodina, a great source of knowledge and wisdom who wrote the book Content Chemistry and shared with our B2B marketers of why content is so important to their growth. Andy, what are your thoughts on why B2B marketers need to understand the power of content?
Well, B2B more than B2C would typically have a longer sales cycle and oftentimes more than one decision maker, which means that it's hard to be there all the time for every one of those decision-making points, conversations, for those internal meetings that your prospects might be having on whether or not, who to hire for that decision, what service or product to use. So content is your emissary. It's your words. It's there for you when you're not there because you can't be everywhere. You might have impressed someone, but how have you packaged up your message so that they can take it to the next person to help make that choice? That's what content does. That's what content marketing does. B2B decisions, I think there's some research that says people are doing like up to 3 Google searches during one decision-making process. So it's your way of being there when you're not there.
A great point, Andy. And a lot of these B2B marketers don't have enough time to get their hands around what they need to know to make this happen in the right way. Some recommendations for resources and places they can go to look to learn. Sure.
Well, I am standing outside of the Tech Breakfast Club, and I'm going to recommend live events. Live events are it for me. I'm just such a fan of interacting with people one-on-one. Again, B2B, it's really important, right? You want the high-value interactions, and nothing's higher value than offline, in-person events. They are still rated as the #1 most effective content marketing channel in the CMI Marketing Profs B2B survey. So I highly recommend holding live events or attending live events or interacting with people one-on-one, taking those social media interactions offline and sitting down with people and face-to-face over coffee. Also, obviously, a lot of us learned by reading. We learned by watching videos. And Orbit, of course, we do our best to put all our best advice out there all the time. So we have a bi-weekly newsletter at orbitmedia.com/blog, and the book Content Chemistry, which I know, Mary, thank you for mentioning, because we do. It has a lot. It's kind of a handbook it's an owner's manual for websites and a handbook for content marketing.
Yeah, an excellent read, and one that is summarized in different blog posts also on your site. So subscribing to your blog post is a great way to get up to speed on the latest content marketing trends. I think you were also at Content Marketing World yesterday and earlier this week. Can you tell us what happened and what's all the buzz there?
Yeah, if there's any evidence that there's more demand than supply for live events, they set records. It was 2,500 marketers. This is year 4. They went from 600 to 2,500, this being the 4th year. So great speakers. It's the best of the best. Lee Odin, Mark Schaefer, Ann Handley, you name it. All the thought leaders in this industry were there. So it's a chance to meet them and hang out with them, as well as to learn from them in the sessions. Kevin Spacey was the closing keynote, and it was really good and super relevant, actually. But it's equal parts networking and friend making, and just classroom learning, expert knowledge. The sessions were outstanding.
Well, I think you shared here the most important tool that marketers can learn, and that is in community, and that's empathy.
Empathy.
So thank you. We see it in your smile, in your words, and in all you do. So anything else to add, Andy?
Just thank you, Mary. I highly recommend the Tech Breakfast Club for anyone who's in Chicago. It's only quarterly, so keep your eye out. You want to be part. Look for these guys on LinkedIn and on the site and on the social web. But this one. Wow, it's a room just, intimate and super smart people. Yeah. Highly recommended.
You were a great leader in the discussion. Thanks, Andy.
Thank you.